What is going on YouTube? White here, Fanta, tell them about where we're going.
We're going to a yard sale that had dollar GameCube games and dollar Wii games. Now, this once again sounds too good to be true. Every single time that we go to these places when they first are opening up, because right now it's 7:48, so we're 12 minutes before the yard sale is supposed to start. But we're both thinking that they probably opened up early, and
we're gonna get there and someone's gonna have bought and everything already. Clearly said no early birds in the posting, and we abide by the code. We don't show up early when they say don't show up early. But that usually doesn't get us anywhere, so someday we might have to start breaking the rules a little bit.
It looks like they did open early. There's one characteristic.
Well, at this point, nothing surprises me. Why is Rammstein the GOAT band?
Good morning. Everything's $1 unless it has a tag on it.
Oh, there's the system.
There's some games.
Max Media. Okay.
I think it was like Action Replay if I remember correctly.
Ooh,
half of these are like PC games.
A Game Boy player. Picking that up for sure.
Hmm?
Game Boy player.
Oh, nice.
Is the disc there though?
No, it is.
Nothing bad about it.
It's Oral Valley PD, probably a speeding ticket.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. This morning down on the four-way stop over here, cop right behind a lady. She ran a four-way stop and he didn't go after her.
Why not keep going?
Good. Junky third party one. Wonder where the Wii games are. Just a day one buy, Fanta. A disc cleaner. Better than our resurfacer. Beethoven.
Oh, an unopened pack of cards.
Total non-stop action. Well, let's buy the GameCube at least. Wonder where the Wii games are. More one on PC. It's your PC games. It's for you. Did you have Nintendo Wii games for sale?
We did.
Sold already, huh?
Yeah.
Shucks. What about any GameCube games? Do you have any? Are those sitting around somewhere else, or were they all just over here?
I think they were all over there. I don't think there were very many, but there were a few.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Goes fast as soon as you open the door.
Yeah.
How long has it been open? Only about 20 minutes. Oh. Yeah.
Do you have any other old video game stuff that you want to get rid of? Nintendo 64, GameCube,
Not right now. Probably later in the year I will.
Game Boy.
Because I do this a couple times a year.
Okay.
So my son's got all that stuff.
Alright, well I'm going to fetch this GameCube. Do you have an interest in it? You want to buy it or not?
I don't care.
I'm going to fetch it. I know it doesn't have the disc, but...
Wait, there was a little Nintendo disc in there. Or GameCube disc. Which disc are you talking about?
There's supposed to be a disc that comes with this thing.
Yeah, I think it's in here.
The little cases you got here?
Is that it?
Yes,
yeah.
perfect.
Okay. I knew I saw one.
Can this just come with it because
Yeah,
it's supposed
that's
to go with it? Alright, cool. Alright, I'll go $10 for this.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm just gonna leave this wireless controller because it doesn't have the thing. And it doesn't have, oh, it does have its cables. Good. Goody.
You want a bag?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna throw it in the back of my car. Thank you very much.
Yep, bye-bye. Everything's $1.
Well, could have been worse, but not bad.
Yeah.
Good for not even being 8 o'clock in the morning yet.
Figured since I bought the last like 10 games.
Really good find. We'll show you guys that later, but something we hear all the time.
Yeah, exactly what we thought was gonna happen. They opened early, and I swear to God that was the same sale that we went to before. And she even mentioned that she has several sales.
She's some sort of reseller of some sort, or she sells for her friends. But
So yeah, that was the place I got the Tamagotchis at actually.
it's still annoying when the seller specifically requests.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why. The seller specifically requests don't show up early, and then we don't show up early, and then 40 minutes ago this stuff sold. Well, how the fuck we're supposed to get the stuff then if we're following your rules?
Yeah.
So like I told Fan, we're just gonna have to start bending the rules a little bit.
There's no other way, honestly.
We don't have to get there early, but we can show up and just kind of park, and as soon as they start setting up stuff, we can go up. Ridiculous. Amazing how many Seahawks fans are in Tucson.
More shelves.
More shelving units.
Yep.
What I saw here. The rest are in the other room.
I'll meet you in there in a minute. Dude, those guitars are sick. Little thin PS2. Okay.
Make it my 7th.
I might buy these guitars. Just kidding. Oh, it's a bass guitar.
Yeah, 2 of them. He wants 50 for each or 60 with the amp.
These are pretty sick.
I think they're tuned as well.
Never played a bass. I've played electric guitar a lot. You can't play. You have to like be in a band to play bass. You can't like sit at home and play. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're playing Corn.
Yeah. Well, Korn has enough. Is that it for the video game, sir?
Let's hear my cousin's band.
Or Tool?
This is a Halo Xbox 360 over there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that works as well.
Oh, how much are you asking on that?
Oh, no.
Or not for sale?
It's got a red ring.
Oh.
How much would you sell it for me, as is?
It's got all the cords, so 15.
Would you take $10 for it?
Yeah.
Might be able to fix it with the adhesive stuff.
If anything, you could just. Do you have an old Xbox at all?
No, I could find. I mean, 360s. People are like giving away 360s right now.
And I was gonna say like you could reshell like another one that's working.
Yeah, this thing's sick. Plus, we're not finding shit today. There's no garage sales out. It's like rainy.
True.
Awesome. All right, thanks, dude.
Thank you.
No problem.
So nothing else gaming wise?
This is regrettably how our garage sale day will end today. Usually don't get rains in April, but every once in a while, usually it's like July and August here, but it's pouring, so we're gonna have to retire early. So me and Fan have a tradition when we get rained out on garage sales. It happens like once, twice a year. We take to the pawn shops and the thrift stores, which is someplace we never go anymore, to try to make it a decent week. So we're gonna hit up a couple Goodwills. Fan is gonna go to a couple pawn shops down by the University of Arizona, and we'll see if we can't salvage the week. You already know I'm buying that. Maybe this one too. Had really good luck with these in the past. Probably take a gamble on it. $5 is quite a bit of money though. Anyone who shops at Goodwill often knows that the best place to get stuff is right off the carts half the time. They just put these carts out in the middle of the store, and not that this is a good deal, but you can find a lot of good stuff right on them. That Blu-ray player below it there, an Xbox with a couple of these wireless control things. Seems like a lot of video games got turned in the last like 24 hours here. Potheads were getting rid of stuff to make room for weed. Are they for Super Nintendo?
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them.
Where are they at?
Right in that far basket.
Oh, sick.
I haven't had a chance to put them out yet, so if you want to browse through them,
Oh, dude.
Take them over into the case.
Buy all of these, absolutely.
Do you need a controller?
Yeah, I'll take all this stuff, dude. And this is why you don't skip thrift stores in April. I said this is why you don't skip the thrift stores in April.
Yeah. We get so many of these, and there's at least two.
This is phenomenal. $3 a game, too. I might as well take them all. Besides football. I'll know right away. Yeah, this is the Nintendo AV cord. So you're
What does the power cord look like?
The power cord is a little circular hole in the back, and it's a big brick-looking thing. Well, I came in right at the right time then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a massive deal. Yeah, I'll look for it in a second here.
What is going on, YouTube? White here, once again back in the building with the Lost City Under the Sea, Fantalantis. And thank you for resurfacing with us today and filming this video. And it was only a matter of time until that happened, but I didn't think it would happen 5 seconds into the video. Let's get started. Yard selling, average.
It was, I wouldn't even call it average. I think it was pretty abysmal. I mean, all we got was consoles we didn't really care about. What in the fuck is wrong with your...
My first guess would be a lot. We got some good consoles at yard sales. We had some good stuff at the thrift stores. Did you go to the pawn shops? You can go to the pawn
I went to pawn shops, but there wasn't any.
They don't do that anymore.
One of them actually moved to God knows where. The other one didn't have anything like usual.
They used to do the whole like retro games for $2 thing, and then you'd find like Super Smash Brothers Melee in the mix. You'd find good stuff in the
And
mix.
now they're just gone.
Now it's just gone. That means that someone like a year ago was trading in Super Smash Brothers Melee for $1 cash. They were bringing in their game and getting $1 back for it a year ago.
I can't even fathom that. And all those NES games I got for like, what, 10 cents each?
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how much that person got.
I'm guessing that they got those years ago and then we're selling them for cheaper than they bought them for. But Super Smash Brothers Melee had just arrived to the store and we bought it for $1.
That's true.
Or for $2. Like 3 times. Literally 3 times we got that game.
Yeah, I feel like they're just stupid people. I mean, if you're going to a pawn shop selling things, you're probably not the brightest of the bunch anyway.
You're probably on drugs and looking for drugs, and you probably
need the cash.
stole the games.
That's
and
true.
You stole your parents' jewelry, and you stole that TV. So I don't feel too bad for him now that we talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the first find, which is already sold on eBay. The classic we talked about in the video. The classic, don't show up early to this sale.
Yeah, that was, oh god, just every single time it happens, it's really frustrating, but it happens all the time.
No early birds, please.
And then they open up early. So not only do they say no early birds, but they open up early anyway. So they just completely disregard their own rules that they set, which is just ridiculous.
And then we get there a respectable 3 or 4
Yeah.
minutes early, 7:55, 7:56. Oh, all that stuff sold 40 minutes ago. But we did get one really good find, a $10 GameCube. The GameCube is already gone on eBay for $30, but the real money, the real prize out of the lot was the Game Boy player.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed this right away at the bottom, and the Game Boy player, not nearly as valuable without the disc counterpart.
Oh, yeah.
This is required to get the games to work on it, so always keep an eye out for this. What is the disc alone goes for $30
I think it goes
or
for
so?
25, 30, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
the
quite a
disc
bit.
alone is worth a lot of money. Even if you just see that, imagine seeing, it's just a stupid thing, imagine seeing, Luigi's Mansion or Super Smash Brothers Melee. That's how much that disc is worth, to put it into retrospect. So that was a good find, $10 on that. Fan, I got the last 2 Game Boy players, so I bought that one.
Exactly. And then we went to, I think it was only 2 yard sales we actually got stuff at.
Well, keep in mind we garage sold for, an hour total?
It was about
an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, because it started raining.
It started pouring
That's right.
rain. Exactly.
I got another PS2 for, I believe, $10. This was $10.
Yeah,
so
$10 total. That was a theme this week.
Yeah, everything was like $10. But I don't know if it works. I hope it works. I mean, it comes with all the stuff, which is usually a rarity.
PS2 Slim. Ironic that this system is worth less than the fat one, because I think this one
that's
is
weird.
so much nicer. Everything about it is way nicer than the fat one. Just plug it in.
Wait a minute.
A lot less moving parts.
Oh no, it's
What's
here.
missing?
Okay, I thought it was missing the. Oh, you know what? It might be. It's missing the AC plug
Like to go into the adapter, the other
into the adapter.
Yeah.
That fucking.
Probably an easy fix, but $10 for that console, not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad. I mean, I'm sure it's worth more than $10.
I paid $10 for a broken console because I am the biggest Halo fan on the planet. A lot of people call me a Nintendo fanboy, obviously, but my favorite franchise in all of video games is Halo by far. And been eyeing this for a long time, been eyeing one of these. So to buy it $10 at a garage sale, broken or not broken, is an awesome buy.
It's cool.
And that's the Halo 3 limited edition Xbox 360. Red ringed. I haven't plugged it in and tested it yet. I don't know that I'm going to fix it, honestly, because why fix it when I have a significantly better Xbox 360 already? I might just keep it as a collector. I might put it under my Master Chief helmet, which is over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just as kind of my little Halo collection.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then...
Nice to track down that limited edition hard drive.
Yep. And then and the controller as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can sell the cords, probably get close to $10 back at least. The power cord and...
Oh, you have the power cord?
They're in the closet. It came with everything it's supposed to come with.
Oh, yeah.
The power cord and the AV cables, so I can sell those, probably get my $10 back.
Mm-hmm.
And I might just keep this as something to look at because I have a functioning 360 that's much better than this already. So that was it for our garage sale day. You're going to have to help me recount the crazy Goodwill day. All of this stuff was turned in 420. I made a comment about it in the video, but a lot of
That's
video
kinda
game
funny.
stuff. If it was a pawn shop, my guess would be that potheads were getting rid of it to buy some weed. But it's Goodwill, so they didn't get any money. I'm thinking they just got rid of it to make space in their house. But a ton of good stuff at the Goodwill
That's
in
crazy.
literally like a 24-hour period. I'll show you guys the stuff I got first on 420, and then I'll show you guys the stuff I got on 421. The first thing I got, right on the realm of being a good deal and right on the realm of me not buying it, $20 for this Platinum GameCube. And the thing that ended up leading to me buying it was the memory card.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last thing. So I can't complain at all about Goodwills this week because I had the best week of Goodwills ever.
Yeah.
But if I had an observation to make, an annoying observation, it's that Goodwill is now taking systems and taking everything apart off of them and selling them separately. Case in point, this controller for $3. 100%. I'll bet my entire life that this controller came with this system.
Oh, yeah. It's platinum.
Initially.
Platinum.
But at the second Goodwill where I get this next find, the controllers had price tags. The AV had price tags. The power cord had a price tag. Everything had price tags.
That's so stupid.
I ended up haggling off of it, but I'll tell you that story later. But yeah, Goodwills, it seems like, are taking consoles and just separating everything.
Goodwill is the worst of the thrift stores, in my opinion.
It's the only one we have, besides Salvation Army. Savers, pretty far away. I've only been there a couple times.
Yeah, but you had that one
Pokemon.
That was a cool find.
Pokemon for a couple bucks was nice.
That was awesome.
I'll never forget the Salvation Army. The very first time I ever went in, completely ignorant to retro video games, walked in, Wind Waker for $1.99.
That's crazy.
Black label, mint condition.
I have news about Salvation Army.
Alright.
Very dire news.
Save it for the very end of the video, okay? Actually, no, do it right now, because we'll forget.
That manager guy that was always calling us and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't work there anymore. He's gone. And he got replaced by some bitch. Like, literally, she's like a terrible person. I was like, oh, well, can I speak to your manager? She's like, oh, well, I am the manager. I'm like, oh, what happened to the other guy? It's like, oh, well, he's gone. Can I help you? It's like, oh, yeah, well, the guy, you know, he used to call us whenever video games came in. She's like, well, guess that's not going to happen anymore. I was like, guess not. And I just hung up on her.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? What kind of a bitch thing to say, too? Like, why would you even say that?
I had a really similar story. You guys saw in the video the Mario Kart DS. A lot of people are probably wondering why I didn't buy that. It was $10, which is close. It's close to being a good deal. It's a couple bucks off.
Pretty good.
It was loose cart.
It's like a $20 game.
Probably $15 game. Loose cart. I just didn't have to worry about the loose cart. I don't have to store it or worry about it getting lost.
I've got cases.
Long story short, I talked to the manager. This is something I do a lot to try to get good deals. I said, how can you help me out here? These DS games were $3.99 the other day. They were $4. Can you price match this DS game to them? He said no, and I said, oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, Mario Kart is a very hard to find game. Hard to find. Which is a term I hear weekly here with really hard to find games like Mario 64.
Wind Waker.
Super Smash Bros. Melee, there was a very famous post on Craigslist. Someone wanted $50 for Super Smash Bros. Melee because it was a very hard to find game. Take a guess what the best selling game on GameCube was.
Melee.
Super Smash Bros. Melee. Well, they made it a pretty long while without yelling. So, of all things, Fanta,
That's so cool.
that resellers pass up as far as retro video games go, I'd say controllers are the highest. And I found this the other
Spice
day.
Orange.
I got it the day. I mean, it was put out $420. I bought it $420, but it seems like resellers always forget about controllers. They'll buy a handful of generic N64 games, and then they'll forget the 4 or 5 N64 controllers. And then you hop on eBay, and those N64 controllers, they go for $15, $20 a controller.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
I didn't know that.
guess how much this controller sells for?
It's like 20, 25?
Yeah, $25, $30. Apparently it's a Japan-only color, so I'm going to keep this 100%.
The controllers we did get in orange, but they're really hard to find because they were a limited release. But the consoles themselves that were that
Japan
color,
only.
Japan only.
But I'm going to keep this controller. I'm going to try to have 4 different color GameCube controllers, along with a couple, however many Wavebirds I can get.
Yeah.
But yeah, controllers, don't skip those up, guys. People always like say, oh, there's no good games. The console was gone. There's 3 or 4 controllers, so I skipped. The controllers are worth just as much as the games in a lot of situations, so pick those up when you find them. And let's get into the GOAT find here, shall we? This was today, April 21st. A different Goodwill, really sketchy part of town, really weird Goodwill. Me and Fanta have been there. How many times would you say you've been there? I've been there probably about 20 times in my life. And
Yeah,
I've literally
about
not
that
walked
many.
out of there with one thing. Not even one generic title, not even one game that I planned on using for a case later on. But the very first thing I noticed was just a Super Nintendo for $10. You guys saw it in the video. And
This is in the bottom, not working.
it says this is a used appliance, not guaranteed to work.
Oh, okay.
Which for $10 is a good gamble.
Yeah.
But at our local Goodwill, you'll see like $50 DVD players and stuff, not guaranteed to work. Why would anyone take that gamble? I have no idea. When you could buy a brand new one in box for less money. So I saw that. As I'm looking at that, I'm filming it with my cell phone. The guy calls me over and says a bunch of Super Nintendo games in this box. I haven't put them out yet. I saw the games and my jaw went from jawline all the way down to below the floor somewhere. So let's hop into these. You can show that one off. $3 a piece for these games.
That's crazy.
I ended up spending $40 total for this entire lot. I'll explain to you kind of how the pricing broke down. But I definitely bought some games I didn't need to buy for $3.99 or $2.99 rather. But they weren't in my collection, and $2.99 is not a big risk, especially since I'll get so much money back for all these. So show that one off first.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I remember when you were looking for this game for the longest time.
The GOAT
This
game.
was the game you were looking for.
The
Now
GOAT
you found a second one.
co-op game.
Did you ever get that complete in box?
No, I didn't. I still have it in the little
there it is.
collector's case
Nice.
up there. But the best game co-op wise. That and Halo 1 are tied on my list of, not the best, but just memory wise, memory wise, the best, the most nostalgia for me. Those two were on my list. A generic title, I didn't know if I had this. I know I had it on Sega. Lion King on Super Nintendo. Awesome soundtrack. 16-bit version of the actual songs.
Really?
Which turned out really well.
That's kind of cool.
Pretty difficult game. Animaniacs game here. Heard okay things about this. A game, if I found 100,000 copies of this game for $3.99 or $2.99 rather, I would buy 100,000 copies of it. I would take out a loan of some sort. Zelda: A Link to the Past just beat the A Link Between Worlds game.
Was it good?
A game that's exactly like this. Awesome. Do you have it yet?
I don't even know.
You don't have the game yet? You should have bought one of those 3DSs. I'm gonna bother you about that till the end of time. All right, show off those.
I hate
games.
myself. Super Mario World. I mean, I have 5 or 6 copies of this game now. I really need to start selling stuff.
It's 10 to 15 in 2 minutes on eBay. So it's a good game. You're not going to get rich off of it, but as I said, it will sell. It's one of those games you put up right before you go to bed, and when you wake up, it's ready to ship. So
that's cool.
Good game to pick up.
Kirby's Avalanche. We've seen this before.
We have at the thrift store.
Yeah.
The eBay thrift store, though.
That place needs to burn down. I don't know what it's about, though. I mean, I love Kirby games.
Kirby game.
Kirby's Avalanche. It looks like a puzzle game from what I can tell. So
1000% keeping that one.
And then Mortal Kombat for the Super Nintendo.
I have about 6 Mortal Kombats on the Super Nintendo. I'm sure I have that one. So that one's got to go. Goofy cover right here. Race Driving. Let me know what you know about that game. I actually saw these people bought these games from Bookman's within the last decade or so. So the fact that they donated all this stuff, that's so crazy to me.
Tax write-off.
A tax write-off, but dude, they donated, it was like several $100s worth of games, and it's like kind of a lower income part of town. Killer Instinct. Fanta will probably find himself with this one because I own. You might not take this copy. This copy is really nice condition. Own at least 1 copy of that game already. The Goat fighting game, and probably not the Goat game. Dennis the Menace. I remember this film from the 90s.
I think, let me see. I think, yeah, they did. AVGN actually just did a gameplay
So that bad.
of this.
If he did a gameplay of it, that means the value sprung up because that guy can literally control the game market with his videos.
Toe Jam and
It's
Earl
crazy.
for the Sega Genesis is like a $30 game now because he played it with me.
I thought it was. You said it was good though, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
So
It
then
looks
why
like a
did
lot
he
of
do a
fun.
game? He did a gameplay of it saying it's positive.
Yeah, I mean he just does gameplays now. Like people suggest
regular
what to
gameplays.
play.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in between nerd episodes because the nerd episodes only does I think it's once a month,
Rarely.
something like that. Because it takes so much time. I mean I've seen his editing and stuff, and it's a lot of work.
But yeah, that guy. If anyone on the planet can dictate the retro video game market, he literally can.
He owns the retro video game.
He can literally control it to his will, basically based on his reviews and stuff. Is his movie ever gonna come out? What happened with that?
He's almost done actually.
Okay.
Almost done.
I've heard that for like 5
Well,
years.
no, but like he gives status updates. Like he's just finishing up his special effects because his special effects, instead of doing computer animations, he's doing practical effects, which means he has to build the sets, he has to build the miniatures, he has to actually do everything.
So he's going in like financially with this
yeah.
film. Okay. Really quick, touching on the system again. I got all this stuff. I was kind of wondering about the prices. Each of these controllers, it came with 2 controllers. Each of the controllers had a $7 price tag on them, which I was gonna leave all this stuff behind. This had, you can see the remnants of it. This had a $5 price tag on it, and the AV cables, I believe, had a $5 price tag as well. I just talked to the guy. I guess he was in charge of electronics. He was the guy that talked to me in the video. I said, all this stuff comes with a console. Can we just take the price tags off of it? It came with, it's part of the console that I'm buying. And long story short, he just said sure, and he just ripped the price tags off of all of it. So I got the complete Super Nintendo console, 2 controllers with everything it needs to run, tested and working already for $10 total.
Good guy, Goodwill guy.
Yeah, a good Goodwill guy, unlike the typical ones we run into. But that was an awesome find. Show off your. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I've had this in my possession for 7 months now, and this was when the old manager worked. He called me up and told me that he had a surprise for me. He didn't tell me what it was. I was at work. I remember all of it completely clearly, so I was super excited. And it is... We've never seen one of these in the wild either. Sega Saturn. I'm not sure if it works. I know it turns on because we tested to see if the light would turn on at the store, but it should work. Let's see. How do I open this thing? So now I got one question about the Saturn. What is the cartridge thing for?
I think Genesis games.
Can you play Genesis games on this?
I thought that's what it was for.
I think it's for the internet thing because I know the Saturn was one of the first consoles, or the first console, to have internet.
The Saturn was the most rushed out console ever.
It really was.
Where Sega was trying to beat Nintendo with
Just look at the design
hardware
of it.
instead of software. And I think the Dreamcast was a good system. I think the Saturn is why Sega ended up folding, because it just rushed it out too quickly.
The Dreamcast, I don't know why it actually went under.
The Dreamcast, I think the
did
Dreamcast
really
was
well.
a good system. The Saturn is why Sega went belly up. It
God,
rushed that
look at-
system out too
look
fast.
at this
Look at these
controller.
ridiculous controllers.
What is going
Holy
on here?
smokes.
What? But honestly, it feels really comfortable in your hands. Like, seriously, put that.
It's a good system. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about
I've
it.
never played one before.
Someday you'll find Panzer Dragoon Saga.
One day I'll have the time to play this.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. Maybe this summer. It came with
Club Saturn.
Club Saturn, which is... Oh, that's kind of cool. It's, looks like a bunch of, like, hip-hop and electronic music
De Uno by.
to, like, all the different games.
It's pretty
That's kinda
sick,
cool.
actually.
Wow.
Right into the car.
Huh?
Said right into your car.
Exactly. I'll have to rip it off the disc. Let's see what's in here. Virtual Fighter 2, which is...
Not bad. Oh, dude, we're going to...
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
that's terrible, actually.
That is not good. What the fuck happened there? Looks like a permanent marker.
We
So
are
this
going
is not
to
going to work.
do-
Or you know what? We could try it.
We are going to... And I'm going to kidnap Fanta if need be. Come late May, we are going to do that disc resurfacer. We're going to do a whole video about it.
We should, because look at that. Like, what the fuck is going
Look
on
at that
there?
circle thing. Someone moved the system while the disc was in.
And then Oasis, which is not going to work unless we somehow get that.
Disc resurfacer, bro.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. We've got a bunch of games to test now. Battle Arena Toshiden Remix. And this nice long box Sega Saturn thing.
Those are sick.
Oh, and there's nothing in there.
Have you even like look? Did you even like look at this? box?
No, I did a long time ago.
How much did you pay for it?
I think it was 20.
Oh, okay. Wow, awesome.
And then Sonic Jam. I think I actually had a couple more games, but I left those in my house accidentally. I think it came with another Sonic game. What in the fuck happened? Is that what it's supposed to look like?
No, that one looks fine. That's supposed to be like that on the end.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Just look at that. It's got like that weird ring. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't tell.
You're blinding everyone.
It could work. I don't know. 4 Sonic Classic. Oh, so this is like Sonic All-Stars. This is like the Sonic version of Super Mario All-Stars. That's cool.
I think I forgot something important. You know what I forgot? Are you done with your funds?
Yeah, that's
Okay. I forgot that Tamagotchi.
No, that's not it.
It's somewhere in this room. I think it's in a drawer over there. The Tamagotchi I got at Goodwill, paid $5. It's probably worth about $15 if I replace the battery. By no means a valuable one. It's one from like 2004. You want to find the ones from like the 90s.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you want to find. Take it away. I know you got stuff to say.
I'm trying to think. Oh, my DJ page, I did a gig, so I'm going to be putting the mix up. It's a trance mix, so you might like it.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna have free downloads, so check that out. That should be going up pretty soon. I'm gonna be remixing it this weekend because the sound guy was just retarded. Like, he kept changing the volume and stuff, making it sound like shit, so I had to keep pretty much battling him while I was mixing at the same time. So my mix was perfect and everything, it's just the sound kept going up and down. So I'll remix it this weekend, and then I'll throw it up free download, and the link to my page will be down below.
Be down yonder, and we've gotten, like I said, we've gotten a lot of talk about that disc resurfacing thing. We need to make a... We don't
Full-fledged
edit
video
on this channel. We don't edit, or we don't really put any effort into anything. We just do these pickup videos. But we need to actually like.
We
make
put
a
effort
decent
into
video.
finding the games.
We
That's
put
where
all,
we
exactly,
of
we put all our effort into finding the games. Like the guys at Retro Liberty and stuff, those guys take so much pride.
They
in
have
what
they
do.
have time on their hands. They have gone the
They have
distance in life.
effort. We have plenty of time. We just don't care as much.
I don't have time. If I had the time, I honestly probably would edit these videos. I would do something.
You'd have
with
to
them.
because my laptop over there would light on fire if I tried to
Yeah,
edit
my
a 30-minute
computer-
1080p video.
My computer be like, oh. This
Long
is
story
okay.
short, when we do the disc resurfacing, we're going to try to make it into like a decent video because a lot of people want to know about that. Resellers, it could make them literally hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year by having that technology at their hands. Collectors, you could take the valuable games you have. I'll show you guys a really good example. We got this game, I think, for $1 at a garage sale. Extremely valuable game, completely unplayable. So if the disc resurfacer works, I now have why I would need this when I have the collector's edition, I don't know, but this is a very valuable, hard to find game. Doesn't work. So as a reseller, you could get a bunch of money for it. As a collector, you now have a very expensive game working. So that's why the resurfacers are very valuable commodities if you're a collector or a reseller. Anything else? We're gonna do that video.
Over the summer, you know what? I might experiment just to see, like, what we could do with the video if we did fully edit it. Because literally,
Just
like,
make us a damn intro. Our
Okay.
intro is our intro's from like before you even came on board. I feel like
no, it's not.
it's old as shit. Just make us a new intro, and that's all I care about.
Okay.
Everyone's complained about the music.
I don't know why.
The
I like
fines
it. I really like it.
I love the music too, but some people have complained about it, and it's old. Just
It
make
is
us a
old.
new intro.
It's my
with,
old
like, make us a
shelves.
new intro with like awesome finds we've had in the last 2 years because those finds are old.
So like highlights.
Exactly like that one. Just like cool find, cool find, cool find. If you want to use the same music, I'll show you what music it is. But
I'll use different music. Don't worry, guys.
we need to. You need to use your own mix. And a Zombies in My Neighbor's mix.
That's copyrighted music, though.
Not if you change it. I feel like
That's true. Yeah, if I make a mashup or something.
Zombies Ate My Neighbor's mashup, new footage, new intro. You heard it from Fana.
It'll happen this summer. Because literally, we make the video and then I go to work. Like that's how my Saturdays work.
Or you won't have
we
college
go
anymore, so you're going to be freed up like five more days of free time from no days of free time that you have right now.
Yep.
So we're out. Nothing else. We're out later, guys.